So I'm going to go ahead and just hide this from the render. I really like the way that looks. And let me go ahead and add this. I'm going to move this back. And let's move this closer to there. Okay. And let's go ahead and you can do it by using volumetric material. And let's change it to hypertexture. And let's load up a quick, let's do a quickie here. I even got her number. Alright. Fast Perlin fractal. Raise that, lower this. Alright, that's what we get. Raise that slightly. Okay, we got what we wanted. Let's go. Next one. Okay, and we'll squish this like that. And we will squish that like that and rotate it. Okay, that's what we have. We gotta make sure this is set to, see how it's set to object parametric by default. Let's change it to world standard. Of course it changes slightly. And now if you keep a close eye on it, when I move it to the right, it changes into a completely different object. And now this is very interesting because you can do this and create loads of different instances. So let's keep one right there. And that's if you hold down Alt and click and drag, you actually create a copy. Let's go ahead and put that right there. Let's go ahead and put this right. You know what? Let's make this bigger. Put that in the back. And let's rotate it. And let's raise it so you can see it easier here. There we go. So that's what we have. Same instance, 3 different objects. So that's an easy way to create different instances using the same object and getting different results every time. Unfortunately, with hypertextures, without using the hyperblob, you do get these flyaways right here. And I know, another preview render. Oh my gosh, what a big deal. So you see the flyaways I'm talking about? Yeah, and that's the drawback from using hypertextures. So what you can do is create your instances, and when you do that, when you're using hypertextures, make sure you always check indirect lighting, so it takes on the lighting around it, and we have to do that for these two as well. Alright, and you know what, let's go ahead and assign a material to all these, and just so we can have, you know, different possibilities. Life is full of possibilities. Okay, there we go. What you can do is create the instances you want, and then to fix the flyaways, convert it to a hyperblob. Just like that, like this, and like that. There you go. Now you have your hyperblobs, and they will change depending on the settings that you have on your hyperblob, but you won't have the effects of the flyaways. But you will have 3 instances that are different from each other, made with one object. And now that's a very interesting fact too, because you can take all 3 of these and create one hyperblob. And I'll go ahead and do that for you real fast. You combine all of those together using that big chunk right there, and let's go ahead and create a massive hyperblob. There we go. Now we have one giant hyperblob made out of 3, and it was very simple. We just clicked and dragged, and I believe it'll retain this shape now and won't take the effects of world parametric, because there's another one right there, but it's really right there. It's very odd, because it's a hyperblob. So that's another simple way to create more boulders. And that's another, you know, that's pretty interesting to me anyways. So let's go ahead and delete that one now that I've shown you hyperblobs. And let's go ahead and not hide that from the render anymore. Or not hyperblobs, but world standard. And that's also, let me go ahead and cross that off on the list. And I guess in another tutorial I'll talk about the differences between metablob and hyperblob. It seems like this tutorial has been going on forever, and I kind of showed a lot in this one. And I hope I didn't bore any of you guys, and I hope you learned a lot, and I explained things simply for you, and you can understand what I'm talking about. Last thing I want to hear is, you make no sense, you're stupid, you're worthless. But if I am, you can definitely let me know. Also, you know what? That's it. I'm done with this tutorial. Thank you for watching. You can rate and subscribe and comment. And also, if you have any other questions or would like to see more tutorials, go ahead and give me a ring. Thank you. Bye.